In 1996, we started to commission work on the state of museums in terms of numbers, but also in terms of conditions and staffing and how they were getting on, how they were funded. And the information that we got back showed us that an awful lot of museums needed support across a whole range of areas.
In 2006, we started to put in place what was needed for an accreditation scheme for Ireland. By 2007, there were 24 museums in the programme, and the first accreditation certificates were awarded at the end of 2007. So since then, it has grown from 24 museums to the 57 museums that are in the programme.
What we tried to do was create a scheme that was appropriate to the scale and nature of every museum. So whether you're a national institution or a voluntary museum, the standards should apply equally and should be achievable. Just to see the burgeoning of museums, to see the burgeoning of standards, and to see the success of the whole programme. So it just gives us all a great sense of achievement.
The museum sector is actually quite dynamic and very active. There are sort of formal museums set up by law, museums set up by local authorities, and there's any number of museums on a local community basis. And they all house and care for various collections of some of great value, some of sentimental value, but nonetheless all of them significant for the heritage, the wider heritage of the country. And so the Standards Programme has allowed these museums in particular, as well as some of the nationals, to actually engage in a whole range of processes which secure the collections for future generations, but also engage new publics and the existing publics with what those collections have to offer.
The whole ethos of the scheme is that it's a supportive approach from the assessors. It's about supporting the museum community as a whole, and I think it's done that very, very well. It's really an extremely valuable way in which museums can improve the work they do so that the public, their visitors benefit, the collections benefit, and also the way they run the museums is more effective and streamlined.